my deepest blue, but I'll be watching you from here.
Hello, how are you? I hope you've had a lovely Wednesday or maybe Tuesday night, depending on where you are. It is 7 o'clock on a Wednesday. I had to think about that here in Australia. We have had a lovely day. It's a really beautiful spring/summer day. So much so that I went for a bit of a walk and a jog, which is like, you know, I'm dressed in my Jedi outfit. But yes, it was lovely, and all the jacarandas are out, which are those beautiful purple flowers are everywhere. Even though they get a bit scorchy under your feet, they make this beautiful purple carpet under your feet and above your head, and it is really quite lovely. So I hope all is well with you. I've got a friend called Smokey who's come to visit. Hi, Smokes. I've got an exciting weekend coming up. I've got a gig at the casino on Thursday night, and I should say for those locals, it is our members gig, so it's at the Sovereign at the Star. So I'm sorry, I'd invite you to come along, but if you're not a member, it's I'm just a guest, so that's what it is. Saturday night, however, you'd be very welcome to come, especially if you're on the north side. Chip, you made it. Good to see you, mate. So Saturday night is on the north side at Palm Beach Golf Club, and I'm doing the Rocking the 70s gig, which is a lot of fun. And we've got a special guest guitarist, Peter Northgate, with us, who the locals would also know. And just 2 gigs this weekend, which is nice. But of course, I've been concentrating. Carwin, where have you been? Good to see you. I've been concentrating on getting the pre-orders of my album, the pre-order campaign of my album ready. So it's officially open for pre-ordering. And Sydney, you're here. Good to see you. In the middle of the night. I'm impressed. And some of you may know that my Wallflower album is coming out next year. The downloads, if you pre-order it, the downloads are coming this year. But it's just the pressing of, especially the vinyl, that takes forever. So that will take a little bit longer. Dawn, how are you? Good to see you. I know she is a cool cat. The trouble is she sits over my keyboard even when I'm trying to play. When I play hello, darling, sorry. When I play, she licks my fingers, which is very cute, but kind of hard to play the piano. Yes, so hi Smokey, you say hello to everybody. There you go. Hello. Alright, how about you sit down here like a good girl. She's been asleep all day. Of course she came awake just to be the star of the screen, as she would. So yes, the pre-order campaign is happening, and the idea is if you want to pre-order either the CD or the vinyl, or there's a little colour booklet as well that's like an album companion, then that'll help me actually make the vinyl, because the vinyl is kind of super expensive. But I really would love to make vinyl, because I've been a guest on other people's vinyl albums, but I've never had my own. And I feel like I've put out quite a lot of music so far, and I'm grown up enough to have the proper record now, I believe. So that's the idea of this campaign. So I made a little video. Apologies for those who've already seen it. Look, I look at myself on video like most of us, and I cringe. So, you may well cringe as well. But I'm going to play it for you anyway. Oh, no, not that one. This one. This is it. Hi there, my name's Amanda Easton, and I'm an independent singer-songwriter performer. I've just finished writing and almost finished recording an album called Wallflower. It's called Wallflower because I was one, and it's being involved in music that's taken away that fear and that shyness. I left the security of a big corporate job behind me because I soon realised life is short. I work full-time as a singer in my hometown of Sydney, doing all sorts of things. I make retro-inspired, theatrical, electronic pop. But when I'm not doing my own music, I do cabaret, cover band gigs, solo gigs, tribute shows, recording sessions. One of my dreams has been to release an actual record. I never would have guessed I'd be doing all of these things when I left my big corporate job in the IT industry years ago. Even though I've already released 2 albums and 3 EPs, I feel like this album is the culmination of all my musical experiences and other experiences.
The skies contain my restless spirit. 10 years of us, you packed it up, left it at my door.
David Lynch music is a big part of my inspiration, and a lot of people say my songs sound like James Bond theme songs. So you can hear there's theatre, there's melodrama, and lots of love. I always write about love. I'd love you to check out the rewards and partner with me on this project. I'm very, very excited about it. So there you go. That's the, I guess it's the vinyl and the photo book campaign, because the album will happen for sure, but it might not happen on vinyl and with the little companion book if the pre-order campaign doesn't work. It's one of those all or nothing campaigns, so if I don't get up to the amount that I'm saying I'm going for, then the whole thing won't happen. So anyone that's pre-ordered before that will actually just get their money back. But cross fingers for me. I've got to play you this. I've been laughing about this, or laughing and kind of crying in the nicest possible way. This is on a completely different topic, but it's on the topic of cats. So I've got to play you this. I adore it. And it's way less cringy than watching me.
Are you ready? Okay, here we go. Twinkle, twinkle, little, how I wonder what you, up above the world so, like a diamond in the, twinkle, twinkle, little, what? Twinkle, twinkle, little, how I wonder what you, amazing, good boy, Sammy, good job.
Oh, now that's an album I'd buy. That's the cutest. I don't know if that pussycat has got its own Kickstarter campaign, but I'm in. But if you would like to jump on and pre-order something in order to make my album happen, then I'll put the link below this little live stream later on, although you can just look me up on Kickstarter, and it's Amanda Easton like Sheena. And yes, I do get asked all the time, am I related to Sheena? She is my great aunt's cousin. So if that's counted as relating, it's distant, but it is there. So what else have I done on the weekend? Was it the weekend? On Saturday, you might know that I work in a project that's not my own, but I'm just kind of one of the singers. There's 2 singers kind of leading the project, because the main songwriter is a songwriter and a piano player. So it's his project called Once Around Saturn. It's called Synth Wave. And I've got to be honest and say I didn't know what that was until I joined this project. I heard his demos and I went, Madonna. And I don't know if he necessarily liked that, but we now have this thing that every time I'm going in to do a session for him, because basically I don't write any of the songs, I just come to the studio and sing them. And I say, okay, how much Madonna do you want? 20%, 50%, or, and because if you listen to the vocals in the song, I probably sound quite different to the way you're used to hearing me, because I'm kind of stylizing my vocals to suit the music. So we did a film clip, a music video on the weekend, and I've got a little behind the scenes video to show you. We're in a little back street lane in the inner west. I live in the inner west, so it's about 15 minutes away from where I live. And the name of the song, which I love, when I went into the studio to sing it, he said to the main engineer and me, oh, look, I'm still struggling with some of the lyrics, because sometimes the lyrics kind of change on the spot when, we're recording together. And he had a particular line. He said, but it sounds like I'm saying sushi bars, or, you know, I just kind of put those words in there just until I came up with something. And the producer and I are like, no, keep that, that's awesome. And so now the name of the song is Souvenirs and Sushi Bars, which for me is just a fantastic title because it just makes you, you know, get an image in your head straight away. Anyway, this is the behind the scenes little video of the video.
Well, good morning. It's not even 9 o'clock in the morning here, so it's very early for rock and roll, but I'm here about to do a shoot for a music video for Once Around Saturn. The song is Souvenirs and Sushi Bars, so that's very exciting.
Oh my gosh.
Everyone's name is Dan, that is male.
We don't want to get too close up.
This is our backdrop.
On the solo because
Very synthwave. This is Steph.
Hello! This is Dan.
hello.
This is Dan. And this is Dan. Really.
Oh, that's awesome.
Different eras, different looks. I don't know which one you want.
All right, let's try that again.
Whoops. And we've got an audience. Good to go?
Yeah, when you're ready.
Ready? You're right. Oh, good. To the emu behind you. Go again!
Take my heart, I long for you. Try romance as if we never knew. Always believing that I still love you.
Yes, Sydney, it is like that when you play in the street and you go, car, you're playing ball in the street or something. It just kept on happening. But that's what happens when you're doing guerrilla film clips, because you're really supposed to get council permission and block off the street and all that stuff. But we're indie musos. Who can afford to do that? Anyway, it makes it more fun anyway. And I'm sorry to hear, Sydney, that you've got a toothache. That sucks. All right, what else is happening in life, huh? So I've got the gig on Thursday night at the Star, the casino, that's tomorrow. And one of the songs that I keep getting requested, and, you know, I try to do requests on the spot where I can, you know, quickly look up chords on Google and that kind of thing. And that's harder with some songs than it is with others. But it's interesting that lately I've been requested this next song quite a bit, so I said to myself I've got to go home and learn that. And then at the same time I'm doing this gig Saturday night, which is the Rocking the 70s, and we've just added that song into our set because of COVID restrictions and numbers. Even though the restrictions, because we've had 0 new cases for quite a while, the restrictions are really lessening, going away. But for the moment there's still some restriction on crowd numbers, or there was when the gig was booked. That usually, I mean, we're called Rocking the 70s. Usually we're rocking and everyone's dancing, but we thought we'd add something slow and sweet into the set for once, because it will be a sit-down gig. I still don't think you're allowed to dance in Australia. It's a weird thing. You're allowed to go to football matches and scream your head off, and there's masses of crowds of people all bunched in together. But if you sing as an audience member or dance, no, I don't really know why. I think it's because Australia is very focused on sport and not so much on the arts. So they don't look at us and think about the things that we need and realise that to say no dancing really has a massive effect on our gigs. Anyway, it means that we get to do a sweeter song for once, which is kind of nice. So I thought I might give it a go for you. It's going to sound way better with the rock band, but this is my little lo-fi version that I'm still learning. A very, very well-known song. So as usual, I expect to hear you singing along. And we have to hope that Smokey doesn't come and change all my sounds like she normally does. Oh, I think she already has from before. That sounds like a piano. That will do the job. Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us, above us only sky. Imagine all the people living for today. Imagine there's no countries. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for, and no religion too. Imagine all the people living life in peace. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will be as one. Imagine no possessions. I wonder if you can. No need for greed or hunger. A brotherhood of man. Imagine all the people sharing all the world. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will be as one. Oh, hello, Robert. How are you? And hi, Deb. Yes, I'd love you to share. Thank you. Why is it a sad day today, Robert? Oh, here we go. Oh my goodness, your brother's funeral. I am so sorry to hear that. Oh my goodness, there is lots of sadness in the world at the moment. And Robert, when it's so personal, oh my God, don't even know what to say. But sending love to you. Oh my goodness. I mean, we keep talking about, a new year being around the corner, and I know, things are looking up here in Australia at the moment, but none of us can be complacent, and I really wish for all of us that, I always think, it feels like things kind of even out, that dreadful things happen, and then that means good things are on the way. So for all our sake, I really hope that happens. I hope at least. Hi, Darren. Lovely to see you. Dull and rainy where you are. I got to say, we had a lovely day today. And hi, Michael. Lovely to see you. We have English friends and we have American friends and some Aussies, and it's really good to see you all. So I'm, it's my job to cheer you up. That's the little mantle that I've decided I wanted to wear, because I think we need to see, things that make us laugh and things that make us smile, and a friendly face, and hopefully my face is friendly. There is some good news in the world. It's pretty minor, but I'll take anything we can get. So the word ISO. I don't know if my overseas friends ever use this word, or it's something that people in your communities use. It's short for isolation, and it has just been entered. Now let me see if I get this right. It has been entered into the Australian National Dictionary Club Association, something like that. I'm sure it's really important. Anyway, ISO has been officially recognised as a word. It didn't exist before March, obviously, and it basically means quarantine, isolation, whatever you want to call it. But here in Australia, it's all about ISO. So, most of us have sat at home and eaten more. So we talk about ISO weight. If you kind of do your own hair while you're sitting in isolation, it's an ISO haircut. And I created some videos and did some collaborations, and I was calling them ISO harmonies and all this kind of stuff, and it just became a thing. And who knows who started it? And I don't know if it's just Australia. Carwyn, do you do that in New Zealand? I don't know if you abbreviate everything like your brothers and sisters across the ditch here, but we pretty much abbreviate everything, and our abbreviations aren't necessarily shorter. Which doesn't make any sense, I know. In the case of isolation, obviously you're going from isolation 4 syllables to 2. But sometimes we lengthen things just because we want to add an O or an A or something on the end. Anyway, I always think it's interesting as an Aussie, but I think international friends probably even more so. And I found this little video that explains the Australian way of speaking and our abbreviations pretty well. And it gave me a laugh, so I want to share it with you.
1, 2, 3. G'day, my name's Josh. This is my mate Reese.
G'day.
Now we're from Australia, we love a good chat, but not for too long. So what us Aussies have gone and done is abbreviated everything.
Australia.
Australia.
Football.
Footy.
Tennis ball.
Tenno.
Biscuit.
Bicky.
Chocolate.
Chocky.
Chocolate biscuit.
Chocky Bicky.
McDonald's.
Macca's.
Laptop.
Lappy.
AC/DC.
Akadaka.
Devastated.
Defo.
Definitely.
Defo.
Morning tea.
Monos.
No one has ever said
I say that all the time. What time is it? Monos. Get a Bicky.
Afternoon.
Arvo.
This afternoon.
Savo.
Dinner.
Din-dins.
Breakfast.
Brekkie.
Service station.
Servo.
Petrol.
Petty.
Bottle shop.
Bottlo.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Bowling club.
Bolo.
Garbage man.
Garbo.
Postman.
Posty.
RSL.
Ari. Or Rissol.
Smoke break.
Smoker.
Registration.
Rego.
Aggressive.
Aggro.
Pregnant.
Preggers.
Wollongong.
Gong.
Swimming costume.
Cozzy.
Mosquito.
Mozzie.
Tracksuit pants.
Tracking dance.
Monday.
Monday.
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Thursday.
Thursday.
Friday.
Friday.
Saturday.
Saturday.
Sunday.
Sunday.
Birthday.
Birthday.
Musician.
Muso.
U-turn.
Yui.
You're from out west.
Westy.
Facebook.
Facey.
Vegetarian.
Veggie.
Cab driver.
Cabby.
Lipstick.
Lippy.
Sunglasses.
Sunnies.
Present.
Prezi.
Christmas.
Chrissy.
Christmas present.
Chrissy Prezi.
St. Vincent de Paul.
Vinnies.
The Salvation Army.
Salvos.
Cup of tea.
Cuppa.
Is that British?
We are British.
Avocado.
Avo.
Have an avocado.
Have an avo.
Spaghetti bolognese.
Spag bol.
Bog.
Do you call it spag bol or spag bowl?
Bowl.
I think there's 2 variations.
Bog is poo. Underpants.
Undies.
Beverage.
Bevy.
Chewing gum.
Chewy.
Toasted sandwich.
Toasty.
Methylated spirits.
Metho.
Turpentine.
Terps.
Fellow.
Fellow.
Poverty-stricken person.
Povo.
Husband.
Hubby.
Give me.
Gimme.
Trying to.
Trying to.
Hectic.
Peckers.
Cigarette.
Siggy.
Tin can of beer.
Tinny.
Schnitzel.
Schnitty.
Ambulance.
Amber.
Fireman.
Fiery.
Cop.
Copper.
Bricklayer.
Bricky.
Tradesman.
Tradie.
Umbrella.
Brolly.
Sick day off work.
Sicky.
Kangaroo.
Roo.
Campaign.
Champers.
Relatives.
Rellos.
Expensive.
Exy.
Brisbane.
Brizzy.
Derelict.
Darrow.
Cabernet Sauvignon.
Cabsav.
Kindergarten.
Kindy. I did write like a little after smoker. I might go down to the Bolo Savo for a schnitty and bevy with Tomo. Then I'll head back to the Missus for din-dins with the fam and watch some soapies on the telly. Hopefully the only way I don't get pulled over by the coppers because I don't have me rego. We're so bogan. Hopefully you've learnt how to speak Aussie, Australian, so you can have shorter conversations. That's how to
Do you want to give a bit of a plug?
Oh. But this guy's an actual actor. Check out his page here. See you next time.
There you go, there's a crash course in Aussie. I hope you got all that, my overseas friends. Now you know what I'm going on about. But Sydney is saying RSL. RSLs are uniquely Australian institutions. It stands for Return Services or Soldiers League. And it was a kind of a community group put together after the First World War to assist soldiers coming back from the First World War, but then it's continued through different wars. And basically it's a club that you can become a member of, and which costs like $20 a year. It's hardly anything. And they have usually restaurants and bistros, poker machines, a big auditorium, the good ones, where people like me will play band gigs. And one day I was Bonza, very good, you're learning quick. One day I was sitting at a band sound check, and singers always sound check last, so you know the drums are going and everyone else is there, but you kind of have to be there to, you know, you don't want to be that chick singer that just turns up, you know, swans in at the last minute. So I always get there when the band gets there, because that's only fair. But I sit around, and I don't mind sitting around because I don't do it much other times. And I'm looking down at the floor and I went, oh my God, look at that carpet. And it's something that, you know, I didn't necessarily do before. So I took a photo of the carpet, and that's how the whole RSL carpet began. If you see my posts every now and again, you'll see a really garish kind of pattern on my feed. That's an RSL carpet, and an RSL we also called a rissole. Hi Van, lovely. You have an Aussie boyfriend. Very good. So you don't need any, well maybe, you know, you do need some extra words. I don't know if you can understand everything he says, or do you kind of go, what? Anyway, lovely to see you all. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I know it's miles away now for many of you, and even for us it's only Wednesday night. But I'm going to kind of stick to this schedule for the next little while, because I do have a lot of gigs on Thursday night. So I'll be doing Tuesdays at 11 a.m. and Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Anytime you can drop by, it's so wonderful to see you. Send me messages. Don't forget I've got that little pre-order Kickstarter campaign happening, and I would love you to jump onto that. I'll put a link down below. Anyway, thanks again. All the best. See you next time. Bye.